Happy Monday, gamers. We are back with some more modern action, and we've got a speed game for you today because we've got a long one coming up on Thursday. So figured we'd get in a little bit of a quicker, faster pace game for you to enjoy. Plus, it's an old school deck versus a new school deck here. So we've got 5 colored humans coming out versus Izzet Affinity. So old school style of course, humans used to be like the deck back in 2015 era, and now, I mean, Affinity was a deck back then, but now with new things from like Edge of Eternities, like we just got to see with our, getting out immediately, starting to make some drones. But on the other side, dropping down 2 more champions of the pairs. It is like go, go, go for these players here. So I'm, of course, NanMan, and you guys are watching our modern action over at NanMan's Nerd Corner. We do have coverage every Monday and Thursday for you to be able to enjoy here. So cranial plating is one of the big ways that you can win with this deck. You equip it onto one of your flyers and just kind of go. Lavinia is pretty sweet. Opponent can't cast a spell if no mana was cast whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter it. Also, your opponent can't cast non-creature spells for a mana cost greater than the number of lands. So that means your thought casts that you're trying to have in there are not going to be able to be run or used because you only have 3 lands and you're trying to cast like a 6 mana spell, 5 mana spell. But all right. That's a lot of creatures over on the human side. Dropping to 8 life. That's sweet. Mantis Rider coming out here, flying, vigilance, haste, and of course this does grow our army of champions, and we're sending the team. Of course, Mantis Rider does have vigilance, so let's make a construct. Drone, of course, will block the Mantis Rider because drone can only block other flyers. Down the debate about the construct. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5/5. So it's like, do we yeah, right? It's like, what is better to block the big thing, trade off this guy? We'll take a chunk, drop to 3. These will all die. Still a lot to have to deal with. All right. Do we make a construct? Yeah, we'll scoop it up. All right, nothing off of the top helps us there. Nothing that we can get. So, yeah, very fast game. Number 1, again, it is a speed game for these 2 players. We do cut out the sideboarding options that the players have. That is just one of the things that we we could show, but it's like, it's different. We're not streaming up the games anymore, so we don't need as much of that downtime to sit here and have those discussions about, oh, they're probably bringing in their artifact hate, or oh, they're probably trying to prepare and have cards that they know are going to help them against the artifact hate that they know is coming, and like it's this back and forth element here. But Mox Opal in hand, so much faster potential opening for our Affinity player. Opal, Bobble. Wow, Memnite. 4 cards drop, 0 lands played. Cavern, champion, nice. Let's do a Bobbling. Try to refresh and draw some cards. There's a Saga. We got our land. But yeah, that's the power of the Affinity list, right? You don't need lands. If you've got all of the pieces that you need with the Moxes and your 0 cost, most of your creatures are 0 cost. Cranial plating coming out, which is very scary. The debate. What do we name? All right, Meddling Mage coming in, and we're going to name Kappa Canamir, which I like that play a lot. That's... If a Kappa drops down, things get really scary really quickly, and it's going to basically lock up the game for the human player. Like, the unblockableness of it is going to just be too much to deal with. So, I like that choice. Ornithopter. Try to have all these different arts for it. Hey, Thought Monitor. Let's draw some cards. Of course, does have that affinity. Another Bobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That cranial plating is going to be chunking. Phantasmal image. Enters. Let's make a copy of this. That's pretty. I like that. You have a flyer now. Aether Vials coming down. Oh, and it's the Dak Faden art. Yeah, so like if you have never played against the Human List was such a cool deck back in the day, like as a creature-based aggro deck, but it had some nuances with it, with things like the meddling mages and stuff like that, where you got to be able to interact a little bit differently with how your opponent is playing things. We do get to see a Springleaf Drum coming out. I like that as a choice for our kind of 0 to 1 cost thing, especially because we have no lands. All right. Tap for a blue. Thoughtcast coming. Refill our hand a little bit more. I like it's all pretty much just Secret Lair, stuff. We're seeing the Bauble, of course, is the Secret Lair Bauble, even though there's regular Baubles in there. It's also just like mix and match of so many different arts, too, which I'm a big fan of. Play the one off of Urza Saga for another drum. All right. Ooh, cranial plate in the Thought Monitor. So we're about to lose our Phantasmal image. 1, 2. Wow. Wow. 10 artifacts currently on the battlefield. So we're going to be... Oh, no. Even worse. Unholy Heat. Phantasmal image just blows up. Big chunk. 10 damage. Yeah, that's nuts. Okay, what do we got to work with here? I mean, we do have a flyer. Activate, bring in a noble that is still human. Then we'll do this Mantis Rider. Cavern of Souls helping us out. All right, bring the beats. Yeah, it's like we should be attacking with the Mantis Rider here. Like, it's one of those that it's got vigilance. We're fine with it. I like setting the champion as well, but double Bauble triggers. Draw 2 more cards. Let's refill our hand. Still, who needs a land? Not us. Not where we're going. All right, we've got... Oh, yeah, because we have 2 drums and we have a Mox Opal, we swing in with our 2 flyers. He says I can make black. So, yeah, here we go. Swinging in. We can attach it at instant speed to whatever creature you don't block. Tough. Okay. Tied up 1-1 here. A lot of lands for our human player. Says, I don't want any more lands. Nope, don't want them. Don't need them.
Like an angry fish chef.
Oh, wait.
Actually serves up humans instead of like fish. And the fish runs around with a huge knife. Serving up human sushi. I'll be on the play. Figures. You should keep that into the YouTube videos. So someone can steal your people can hear that.
There we go. So people get, if any game developers out there want to develop a cool game, there's your inspiration for the day. A sushi chef that's a fish that serves up human sushi. All right, what do we got going on in this? Oh, attempting to Thalia, which is going to get hit with a Metallic Rebuke. Thalia would have been really nice. Ornithopter, Memnite, and a Thought. Wow. That's crazy how just like many game actions you're taking as the Affinity player. Another Thalia. Another Rebuke. That's nuts. And then we're going to Bauble twice. So it's just like, yeah, yes, I'll do this. Fine. Okay, let me just draw 2 cards off this Thoughtcast. Let me draw 2 cards off this Bauble. Cranial Plate in here. Let's equip it. Memnite. And Scoop. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Oh, Collector Oof is a good choice to bring in. I mean, I like the Thalias. You know, that was tough too. Oh, that's sweet. That little human wizardy dude that deals 1 damage to everything with the same name. But yeah, like the game 1 and game 2, we had a Cavern of Souls. We saw no counter spells. Game 3, we don't have the Cavern of Souls, and we get hit with Metallic Rebuke 1, Metallic Rebuke 2. But imagine if one of those Thalias hit, though. Like, that would have really made a huge difference to, like, at least drag the game out a little bit. I mean, all those Mem Knights coming down and still swinging in with your Cranioplating creature, it's not going to be, easy. But, yeah, like, Unholy Heats are nice. Yeah, it gets rid of all the drones. All right, deals 1 damage. It's a tapping haste. It's like an O2 or something like that. I like the Collector Oof, though. Metallic Rebuke. Okay, Unholy Heats came in. Oh, interesting. Okay, I wonder how many Metallic Rebukes were on. I don't know. I like seeing old school decks try to make an attempt in the current era of Modern, but that affinity list is so fast. I am very interested to see at this point in time. We've already gotten the results of the Pro Tour, but I like time of recording, we don't yet. So I'm curious to see what is going to be the winning decks or the top 8 and how diverse it's going to look going into it there. But that's going to do it for us today. Another quick one for you to enjoy for some fun action here in Modern. We do have a longer one coming up here on Thursday, which is going to be a little bit of Esper Blink versus Izzet Twin. But that's going to do it for us. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next game.